absolutely nailed that squat.
Look at that patience.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, she's got it.
Just 1 kilo below the world record to do it. Chiara Bernardi of Italy, 230 kilos. And it's just too much for her, unfortunately.
Oh my. Oh my.
What a shame.
He hasn't locked it, unfortunately.
And that means Sletten will walk away European champion.
Right. Welcome back to Velika Gorica in Croatia for the penultimate day of the 2024 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships. If you were with us earlier, you would have seen the B groups in both the under 76 women and under 120 men, and if you thought that was good, and it was, boy oh boy, wait for what we have for you this afternoon. We have the A groups in the 76s and the under 120s, and Amelia Porter and I will take you through every single lift.
And by the look of nominations, only 2.5 kilos separates first and fourth in the 76s, Martin.
Yeah, well, this was always going to be one of the best classes of the week. I've been looking forward to it ever since I had a look at the nominations, because this could go any one of 4 ways as the clock ticks down towards 30, and immediately following this, Amelia will be the under 120 men, and possibly the chance of seeing a 400 deadlift. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, but there'll be exciting lifting all the way up until that, I'm sure.
Well, the clock is ticking down towards 0, and the first lifter out in the under 76s will be Rosa Emiro Sabadell from España, and she will open with 167.5 kilos. As they load the bar, and the competition is about to get underway. Her PB is 180. She's opening 12.5 kilos below that, and the competition is underway.
Lovely, easy looking opener for Rosa.
And 3 white lights. Now Femke Plug from the Netherlands, 170 kilos on the bar.
Femke straight out of the juniors at age 24.
It looks good.
Yeah, a little bit of work, but still looked good, and it was 3 white lights. Not the easiest opener we've seen yet.
No, certainly not. Certainly not.
Also not the hardest.
Now Mira Lahtinen from Finland 172.5 kilos.
Now she's just on nominated totals, 12.5 kilos behind, well, I suppose second, third and fourth. So any slip ups she could sneak in there.
If ever a competition was going to go to the last deadlift, it's this one. And that looks good from Lautinen. She gets a red for depth from the near side referee. Referees today are from Switzerland, Croatia and Belgium.
I think she'll be okay with that though. And exactly what you said, like it'll come down to the last deadlift, but it will also maybe go to the person who gets all 9 lifts in.
Now Verdiana Meneo, Italia, 180 kilos. And that's a good lift, 3 wide lights. Now, Leah Schreiner from Germany is out next, 182.5 kilos.
Now Leah's one of the 4 lifters we're talking about that are just separated by 2.5 kilos there at the top. So every lift matters at this point.
And every no lift
Yeah,
perhaps matters
more
even more,
importantly.
because if they have to take it again. So this is Schreiner, 182.5, 7.5 kilos below her PB. Lovely and deep. 3 white lights. Now Agnes Rudin, we've been following Agnes for years as a junior. Now she is in the open. 185 kilos is her opener.
Yeah, and she shoots straight up to fight with the top. Again, one of the athletes that is only separated by 2.5 kilos there at the top.
Yeah, first commented on her as a sub-junior, and now here she is in the open. How time flies. Lovely looking squat.
3 white lights, a good lift. And you know it was deep enough because her hair almost touched the floor.
Now Mara Hames from Germany, 187.5. Taking her time, clock ticks down. Well, she brought that up really, really well. And 3 wide lights.
Following 2 lifters now, the remaining lifters who are fighting for that crown overall.
Yeah, next one is Ludmila Bichok from Ukraine, and she's opening on 190 kilos. For reference, the European Open record is 210 kilos. This is 20 kilos below. Oh, it's a lovely squat. 3 white lights.
I'm sure we will remind you later, but it's a good time to mention, out of those top 4 contenders, Agnes Rudin is the lightest of the 4, and I'm sure that will come in handy later.
Ellen Gronlund from Finland is the last out in the first round, and she's opening at 192.5 kilos.
Another lifter straight out to the juniors, age 24. And on nominations is in first place, but as we mentioned, only 2.5 kilos above second, third and fourth.
Clock is down to 10 seconds when she gets the squat command. Oh, it looks lovely.
It's a good lift, 3 white lights.
And at the end of the first round, Gronlund leads with 192.5, Bechok second with 190, and Hames of Germany in third place with 187.5. Rudan just behind in 185. And we're into the second round, and it's Rosa Erimo Zabadell from Spain, and she's jumped up 10 kilos to 177.5. Looks good.
Ooh, 2-1. It gets a depth call from the left-hand side referee. That was only 2.5 kilos below her best. Let's have a look here in the replay. This is the side she gets the white from. And I think she's just the right side of the border there.
Yeah, I don't think she's in any danger. Now Femke Plug, 180 kilos. She got 1 red light as well in the first round.
This is matching her personal best on squat.
No, just couldn't bring it back up.
Yeah, went to sink it a little bit further to get rid of that red, and the trade-off there was she couldn't find the energy to get out of the hole.
Yeah, it's always the problem, isn't it, when you have to do that?
Hopefully can meet somewhere in the middle for her third.
Now Mira Lahtinen from Finland has also jumped 10 kilos for a new PB of 182.5. Nice squat.
3 white lights, a good lift. A little trickier there. Hopefully has some room left to go on a third.
Not an awful lot, I would suggest 2.5, 5 perhaps at the most. Now Verdiana Mineo from Italy, 187.5.
And this moves her into squat bronze for the time being, of course, with 5 lifters to follow in the second round.
Oh, she really had to work. And she gets 3 white lights for her troubles. And the next out is one of two Germans, Leah Schreiner, and she's going 192.5. So closely matched are they that this will take her from 8th to 1st position in squat, with of course 5 lifters to follow. Sorry, 4 lifters to follow.
And already this will be a 2.5 kilo PB, so more than she's ever done in competition before.
Oh, she handled it well though.
And it is a good lift, bringing her A game today, and she's going to have to when it's that close at the top.
Now Agnes Rudin, 195, and this will put her into the lead in squat with 3 lifters to follow. Remember, as Amelia said, Rudin is the lightest of the main contenders, and that may be crucial later on in the afternoon. She likes it, referees like it. 3 wide lights. Now Mara Hames from Germany, 197.5. And this will put her into the lead in squat, and she is lighter than the other lifter, taking 197.5. So if she gets this, the worst she'll be is 2nd place and 2.5 kilos off the lead at the end of the 2nd round, of course.
30 seconds.
Took a lot of time last time, slightly faster this time. Gets the squat command with 15 seconds on the clock. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, still really nice and tidy. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Now Bichok from Ukraine is taking the same weight as Hames, but at a marginally heavier body weight.
So as you said, this will just take her into silver, heading into 3rd attempts, rather than gold, with Grönlund to follow.
She brings it back up well, but reds from all 3, not in depth, 2 yellows and a blue.
Yeah, and as we said, the person who wants to win today might have to go 9 for 9, so that could cost her, even though it is only her 2nd squat.
Finally, in the 2nd round, Ellen Gronlund from Finland, 200 kilos. This is within half a kilo of her personal best.
And 10 kilos below that European record you mentioned earlier.
Oh, it's a great squat.
3 white lights, a good lift. And although close to that European record, I think she would much prefer getting some safe kilos there.
I don't think you'd risk it unless there was a big gap between you and the rest, and there isn't. Probably going to go 205. Now, at the end of the second round, it's Gronland on 200, James on 197.5, Ruden on 195. Femke Plug missed this. Probably, you suggest, went slightly deeper than necessary to try and convince the referees.
Yeah.
Couldn't bring it back up. Can she do it this time?
Let's hope she can find somewhere in the
This
middle.
is to equal her PB. Oh, that's better. Oh, no. She just can't bring it up.
I'm also a little bit worried anyway that she cut it a bit too much this time, so went two ends of the spectrum.
She may well have done, yeah. Now, Mira Lahtinen, can't believe we're in third rounds already. Mira Lahtinen 185 for a new PB.
2.5 kilo jump here. Perhaps feeling like she's towards the end of her limit on squats.
Oh, I think that was absolutely the right call.
Yeah, really nice third attempt. Ooh.
But called on depth and a yellow from the center referee.
Yeah, let's have a look at that again from the side. The jury will inspect it also.
Not sure what the yellow was for. Not arguing with the referee, Isaiah Raza, very, very good referee. We just could not see what it was for. Now, Rosa Rimo Sabadell from Spain, 185 kilos on the bar. This for a 5 kilo PB. Brings it up well. Colden
2-1. Yeah, gets a depth call there from the center referee. But I think she's safe there. She has whites from both sides. Usually that means you're okay, but the jury will look at it anyway as there is a red.
now Verdiana Maneo, and the jury has overruled. They have sided with the chief referee, and that is a no lift for the Spanish lifter. Now Maneo 192.5. No. Well, we haven't had a green light in the third round yet, as everyone pushes them to their limit. I think everyone realizes how close a competition it is, and everyone is probably taking chances.
Yeah, and if anyone wants it, it's 4 of the 5 next lifters. Those are all the top contenders.
Leah Schreiner is the first of those. She's taking 197.5.
This will take her into squat silver for the time being. Of course, with 4 lifters to follow, it's very, very close for squat medals here. Wow, look at the resilience.
Oh,
A
it's
perfect third attempt.
Yeah, is she the first to get whites? Yes, she is.
She celebrates, and so she should, as that is going to help her a lot come deadlifts.
Now Ludmila Bichok, Ukraine, she missed 197.5 at the second time of asking, taking the same weight again. It's 5 kilos below her PB. She's been here before.
Yeah, she's slightly heavier than Schreiner, so it's not good enough for a squat medal, but those 7.5 kilos going to come in handy later in the competition.
Vital in terms of the overall outcome of the championship. So it's early, but I think we can almost say this is a must-make lift for Bichok, and she will know that.
Wow!
Oh, no.
She just got absolutely frozen there in the middle, and it's just too much.
Got
She-
the depth, but just couldn't bring it back up again.
Yeah, and she loses those 7.5 kilos and perhaps some much needed energy heading forwards. She looks pretty tired after that. Actually limping off of the platform a little bit, so I hope she's okay.
Agnes Ruden from Sweden, 200 kilos. This to go into the lead, but the lifts that follow are 202 and 25. This will guarantee her a squat medal. Colour as yet undetermined. Gone up 5 kilos. Oh, she brought that up so well. She smiles, she likes it. The referees like it. 3 white lights and she goes into the lead. Guarantees herself a medal.
Yeah, and it just shows you the quality of lifting. All 3 medals are within 10 kilos of the European record.
Now, Mara Hames from Germany. This to move her into gold medal position and push Rudin down into silver. Her PB is 200. This is 202.5. But as we said, in such a closely contested division, there can be no safe, easy lifts because you just lose ground if you do that.
And at this current moment in time, she's on the same prognosis overall as Agnes Ruden, so she could sneak up there if all goes well.
Oh, that's a great looking lift.
I think the best third attempt we've seen so far. 3 white lights. That moved her into squat gold for the time being.
And the only person who can take that away from her is Ellen Gronlund from Finland. She's taking 205, 4.5 kilos above her personal best.
And if she gets this, she begins to build a lead as well, heading into bench.
Yeah. This gives her a prognosis of 525. The next best is 512.5. But of course, if she doesn't get it, she drops back to 520 and comes closer to the rest. So a must-make lift for Gronlund. Oh, that's a great lift.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, and a huge smile at the top. 3 white lights, a good lift, and that gives her squat gold.
Gives her squat gold, a new PB, and a really potentially significant lead in prognosis. So just to summarize, Gronlund takes the gold in squat, Hames takes the silver, Rudan takes the bronze, and now we get ready for the under 120 A group and what promises to be an absolutely fantastic squat session.
And we are now getting the bar prepared for Jens Peter Smallbro from Denmark. has a PB of 320 kilos, is opening on 285. As we saw earlier, common to see some slightly bigger jumps here in the 120 class. So hopefully a nice conservative opener for him, where he can build from there.
And Coach Jonas has been a busy coach this week.
Lovely easy opener there for Smallbro. 3 white lights, a good lift. Olivier Vervalet from Belgium, 285 kilos. Again, this is a good way under his personal best of 325. It's important to secure that opener, build from there.
And the leader from the B group this morning, of course, is also from Belgium. Oh, wow.
Yeah, very easy opener there. And 3 white lights, a good lift. We got Mateusz Grzyk from Poland, 300 kilos on the bar, 17.5 kilos below his best squat. Nice steady looking opener and 3 white lights, a good lift. $305 kilos for Christoph Benz Budai from Hungary. 22.5 kilos below his best ever squat. Three white lights, a good lift. $310 kilos for Taras Melinchuk from Ukraine. This is only 5 kilos below his squat PB. Weighed in quite light at 117.11 kilos.
In his last year as a junior.
Lovely, smooth looking opener there. And 3 white lights, a good lift. Szilard Bereshki Kirali now from Hungary, 310 kilos. 12.5 below his best squat. Very comfortable opener there for him. He goes 2-1, a good lift. He does get a depth call from the left-hand side referee. Oh, and the jury has instantly overruled that to a no lift.
I think that's the quickest overrule of all time.
Yeah, without a breath. Didn't even get to see the replay before they overruled that, unfortunately. Now have Tony Cliff from Great Britain, 315 kilos. Very recognizable face here. Has a squat PB of 350. In his first year of being an M1.
Oh, he'll love you for saying that.
And on total, he has someone quite close behind him, which is unusual to see. Oh, lovely, easy opener for Tony there. 2-1, a good lift. Gets a depth call from the center referee, but the sides seem happy with it. Let's have a look at the replay. We get to see that this time before the jury make a decision. And it looks good. Yeah, and the jury seem happy with it. Yeah, Inderaj Singh Dhillon now from Great Britain, 320 kilos. He's the world record holder in the deadlift. Has a mean squat on him as well. His BB is 347.5. That looked nice and easy.
Very smooth.
2-1, a good lift. Gets a depth call from the left-hand side referee. Let's have a look at that again in the replay. And he seems safe from the jury's quick trigger fingers today. And our heaviest opener now, we have Victor Vasquez Carrillo from Spain, 330 kilos, just 10 kilos below his squat PB. And on prognosis, he is only just a little bit behind Tony Cliff.
You have to think Tony has the better deadlift and will take bigger jumps potentially. But yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Well, based off of deadlift openers, they're very similar, but Tony's bench is very superior. But for now, 330 kilos for Vasquez Carrillo. And he looks strong today. 3 white lights, a good lift. And just like that, we have completed our opening attempts with all bar one lifter getting the lift in. We head straight through now to the second attempts with Vasquez Carrillo leading, followed by Singh Dhillon and Pola from the B group, still hanging on in there in bronze. Jens Peter Smallbro now, 305 kilos, a 20 kilo jump from his opener. Still looking really strong and sturdy there. Just wait for one referee light there. 2-1, a good lift. A depth call from the center referee, but the sides seem happy. And he's okay, the jury seem happy with it. Olivier Verval now from Belgium, 305 kilos, a 20 kilo jump from his opener, leaving him 20 kilos off of his squat PB. And 3 white lights, that is a good lift. We now have Mateusz Grusik from Poland, 310 kilos, a 10 kilo jump from his opener. He's been competing for 16 years. Slowed down a bit, but still looked really solid, and it's a good lift. Now we have Szilard Berecki Kirali from Hungary. Didn't get his opener from 310. It was overturned very quickly by the jury. Retaking it now on his second, just needs to sink it a little bit further. The strength is there. It's a weight he's done before, but just couldn't squat to depth on his opener. See if he can now.
Well, looked good to me, but
And
who am I?
Yeah, 2-1, a good lift. The jury will look at it, and they overturned it quite quickly last time. Let's have a look. And it will remain as a good lift. So he has a squat on the board now.
And the Hungarians will breathe a huge sigh of relief.
320 kilos for Taras Melenchuk from Ukraine. 10 kilo jump, and this will be for a 5 kilo personal best, should he get this. So I'll put him to squat silver for the time being, but there are 4 lifters with big squats to follow.
It looks good.
Yeah, really strong looking second attempt.
3 whites.
And with one fell swoop, if he gets this, Christoph Benz will move from 13th to 2nd on squat. A 20 kilo jump to 325, leaving him just 2.5 kilos below his best ever squats in competition.
Been coached by the quiet and reticent Eric Mata. Oh, it looks good.
That looked again really easy for Christoph.
3 white lights, a good lift, and that moves him into squat silver with 3 lifters to follow here on second attempts. Just as a quick reminder, the European Open squat record is 355 kilos. We have Tony Cliff coming out now for 330 kilos, a 15 kilo jump from his opener. He's a personal best of 350. So this should be well within his wheelhouse. It'll move him into squat gold for the time being, with Indy and Victor to follow.
I would say that was better than his first, if anything.
Yeah, he is looking really strong, but oh my goodness, 3 reds.
Wow. Well, I wasn't looking at the screen. I was actually looking kind of live to the stage.
Yeah, I was looking live as well, and on the replay it does look a little stitch higher, but only just. I think he just needs to sink it a tiny bit more. We now have Indiraj Singh Dhillon from Great Britain, 335 kilos. That's a PB 347.5. This puts him into squat gold for the time being.
Oh, it looks lovely as well.
Let's wait for the lights. And 2-1, a good lift. Gets a depth call from the left-hand side referee. Let's have a look at that again in the replay, as will the jury. I think he looks good there.
Yeah.
And hopefully the jury agree. They are having a conversation, but I hope it's about something else. And now, the heaviest squat so far, Victor Vasquez Carrillo of Spain, 340 kilos. This is to match his personal best, a 10 kilo jump from his opener, and to move him from squat silver into squat gold, heading into third attempts.
And also to move him closer to Cliff on prognosis.
Oh, a bit scrappy, but he manages to get it up.
Yeah, I think it's good.
2-1, a good lift. He gets a depth call from the left side referee. Let's have a look at that again in the replay. The jury don't seem to be discussing it, so I think he'll be okay. And just like that, we're through to the third round of squats. And as I said, the European record is 355 and belongs to Tony. He got it at Sheffield just a month or so ago. Budai in bronze at the moment. Singh Dhillon in silver, and Vasquez Carrillo in gold, hitting third attempts for squats. Olivier Vervaux of Belgium, 310 kilos, a 5 kilo jump from his second, and he's looking really very strong today. Yeah, that looked great with plenty left in the tank and 3 white lights. His personal best is still 10 or 15 kilos higher than that, so you'd imagine it looked good, and it did. Perhaps dealing with some sort of injury during prep. Jens Petter Smallbro now from Denmark, 315 kilos. A 10 kilo jump from his second. And this leaves him 5 kilos below his best ever squat. high sticking point there.
Great fight.
2-1, a good lift. Gets a yellow from the left-hand side referee. Let's have a look at the replay. I'm wondering if that was for his elbows. No, elbows are up.
320 kilos for the last attempt of Adeus.
Yellow could be any one of 7 or 8 different things.
Yeah, I think she did just reference the elbows, but the jury say it's okay. We have Mateusz now, 320 kilos for a 2.5 kilo PB. Indeed. Wow, what a fight for Mateusz.
Coach is urging him on.
3 white lights, a good lift and a new personal best.
Coach is Dario Shoa that we saw in the 59s on the first day of the championships.
Now trying to take the bronze medal for the time being with a 327.5 kilo last attempt.
We now have Taras Melinchuk from Ukraine, 325 kilos, 5 kilo PB, but more importantly, this will take him into squat bronze for the time being, of course, with 5 lifters still to follow.
The imposing figure of the Ukrainian coach, Vasil Orovets, in the coaching area.
But for Taras now to move him into bronze medal position for the time being. Oh, fantastic third attempt there for Taras. And 3 white lights, a good lift. .325 kilos for Berechki Kirali. This will be for a 2.5 kilo PB. Not quite enough for a squat medal as he's slightly heavier than Melinchuk. But a fantastic third attempt, but unfortunately just not deep enough.
They don't like his depth today, do they?
It does get harder and harder to see as well as the legs get bigger throughout the week. The coach goes to the jury, but I think he is sent away. For now, we have Tony Cliff, the current European record holder in the squat. Got 3 reds on his second for depth. This will move him to squat bronze for the time being, but more importantly, gain him those 15 extra kilos for his total. Will move him into squat bronze, 20 kilos below, 25 kilos below his best. And the strength was always there, but was the depth?
Well, I watched it live and I thought it was.
Unfortunately not. 2-1, a no lift. Let's have a look again at the replay.
Coach goes straight to the jury table. The jury are watching it.
Oh, they overrule it to a good lift for Tony Cliff.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything wrong with that. I know we always say the referees have a better position, but
they have to take a split-second decision in the moment. The jury get the replay, and luckily it's an overrule. Christoph Benz Budai of Hungary now, 335 kilos to take him into squat silver from 5th. This would be a huge personal best. His PB is 327.5. He's never touched near this weight before, so can he do it today?
now this will guarantee him a medal. The colour yet to be determined.
Oh wow, a perfect third attempt from Christoph. A good lift, and as you said, a guaranteed medal. He embraces his coach, and what an accomplishment to take the medal off of the European record holder is quite a feat. Our penultimate lifter out now, we have Inderaj Singh Dhillon from Great Britain, guaranteed a squat medal, 340 kilos to take him into squat gold for the time being, with Vasquez Carrillo to follow. He's done this weight before. His PB is 347.5, 5 kilos on top of his second. Can he pull it off for potentially the squat silver or the squat gold?
No.
Just a little too heavy today, unfortunately, but he still walks away with squat bronze. That can't be taken from him. Ending with a 335 squat.
Means the Hungarian is guaranteed silver at worst.
Well, no, he's definitely guaranteed silver because Vasquez Carrillo
Yeah.
already has squat gold.
Of course he has.
And this is to get an extra 5 kilos as he sneaks up on Tony Cliff. Victor Vasquez Carrillo of Spain, 345 kilos. He's already got squat gold, a new personal best by 5 kilos here, if he gets it.
And if he gets it, the difference in prognosis between him and Cliff will be 2.5 kilos.
And we know heading into bench, he's going to want to get closer and closer. So 345 kilos for Victor now. In a good position already, but it will put him in a great position. Not quite there today, unfortunately, but what an effort, and still walks away with squat gold. And 7.5 kilos behind Tony, so it's still quite close heading into bench. And that concludes the squats for the 120 class. A quick summary before we head into a break. Inderaj Singh Dhillon of Great Britain walking away with squat bronze with 335 kilos, just missing it on body weight. Christoph Bentz Budai with the same weight on the bar, but just a tiny bit lighter. And squat gold with 340 kilos goes to Victor Vasquez Carrillo of Spain. We head into a 10-minute break now before bench press. Don't go anywhere, we will see you then.
See you the other side. And welcome back to the bench press on the final but one afternoon of the 2024 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships, coming to you from Velika Gorica in Croatia. Beautiful place. We've really enjoyed being here so far. We're about to start the under 76 kilo A group bench. You hear the clock ticking down towards zero, and the first lifter out will be Femke Plug from the Netherlands. I should have said I'm Martin Flett and you are Amelia Potter.
Good afternoon. Yeah, got some really big benches coming up in this flight. Of course, no one is going to touch Agata's record of 153, I dare say today.
I think today is all about getting the European title, and first one on the bench is Plug, 87.5 kilos. Looks good. 3 wide lights. Now Rosa Arimo Sabadell, Spain, 97.5 kilos. It's a good opener.
3 wide lights, a good lift.
Everyone else opens with 100 or more. Next up is Verdiana Mineo from Italy, and she will open on 100 kilos.
And her opener is good enough to take her to 4th, including all of the B groups, 3 attempts, just to show you the quality of the lifting.
And she's only, what, 3rd out? Looks good. Well, she gets a red. Would that be elbow depth from the centre referee?
Yeah, that would be elbow depth. So let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at her elbows here on the replay.
I think the left might be slightly high.
The jury seem happy with that being a good lift.
Leah Schreiner from Germany is next, 105 kilos. Both the Germans, in fact, will open on 105.
Yeah, and all of the contenders for European champion opening well above 100 kilos.
Lovely strong bench. And 3 wide lights.
Same way for Hannes Mara.
And Mara Hames, also from Germany, same weight, 105.
One loop, the shot, and Woodin to follow.
This is only 2.5 kilos below her best bench. So opening really near that.
Taking it off herself. by the looks of things. Oh, look good.
3 white lights, a good lift, and she's looking really strong today, sneaking up there.
Ellen Gronlund, my apologies, from Finland is next, 110 kilos on the bar.
Again, another lifter opening just 2.5 kilos below the best ever bench.
And the squat gold medalist, of course.
Currently the favourite to win. Every kilo she collects is going to matter. The same goes for the following 2 lifters.
30 seconds.
That's a nice opener.
Good lift.
3 wide lights.
Same weight for
Ludmila Bichok is next, also 110 kilos. Bichok slightly heavier than Gronlund, so that's why the rank is to third rather than to second. Looks good.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Next up, Agnes Rudan, Sweden, 112.5 kilos.
Has a PB of 121 kilos.
And as we said during the squats, her first year as an open lifter. Looks really strong.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Mira Lahtinen from Finland is opening at 117.5 kilos. She is the final lifter of the first round, and this would move her into the lead ahead of Nese from Norway from the B group.
Not unusual to see the Finnish and Swedish athletes at the top of bench.
Oh, that looks so easy.
That is a good lift.
And that's the end of the first round. And if we have a quick look at the standings after this replay, we can see that Lahtinen leads with 117.5, Nesa from the B group 115, Rudan 112.5, just ahead of Gronlund and Bichok. And this is Femke Plug, second attempt, 5 kilo jump to 92.5 kilos. Oh, I think that's good. She really had to work through, but I didn't see any downward movement. One of the referees did, other two said it was good, and that's good enough. Now Rosa El Rimo Sabadell, España 102.5 to match her PB. Looks good. And 3 wide lights. Verdiana Mineo from Italy is next. 105 kilos. Lovely bench press. Well, she got called presumably for elbows by the centre referee.
Let's have a look at that on the replay. It is that left elbow. I think it was the same in her opener as well.
Yeah, exactly the same call from the same referee. And the jury did nothing about it then, and it looks like they are going to do nothing about it now. And we're on to Lea Schreiner from Germany. She's in 110. Both the Germans are. Both opened 105, both 110 for their second. And Schreiner is marginally the lighter of the two. That looked good as well.
3 white lights. Yeah, she's very quick down to her chest, so does a great job of being able to push through. That's pure strength right there.
Now, as we've said, James also on 110.
Speed for a 2.5 kilo PB on her second attempt.
Two Germans very close in squat and bench, but the gap is likely to open on deadlift. Oh, that was strong to get that back up. Gets a yellow from the far side referee.
You can only think that's for a lift of some sort. So if we can see an angle from the side on the replay, might be able to catch.
Yeah.
I think she could be okay there. No clear lifting.
Now Gronlund from Finland, 115 kilos. The leader on prognosis. This to go into bronze medal position in the bench press with lifters to follow. 2 of whom are already ahead, of course. Just didn't move off the chest.
Yeah, and if she can't get that back, again, that could cost her come deadlifts. Though she does have a good pull on her. It's so close up there towards the top.
Well, we said it may be a missed lift that affected things as much as a successful one. Now this is Ludmila Pichok, 115 kilos for the 34-year-old Ukrainian gym instructor.
Yeah, at the top there are two wily veterans versus two fresh out the juniors competing for that top spot.
Oh, what a fight.
Yeah, did excellently to continue pushing through that, and it's a good lift, 3 white lights.
Now Agnes takes 117.5. This will move her into the lead in bench press. Gets a red from the far side referee.
And that would be for elbow depth. But I think she'd be okay there, yep.
Now Mira Lahtinen, 122.5. Pushed down to second by that last bench press. This to retake the lead.
Two to one, a good lift. She just got a yellow from that right hand side referee. Let's have a look from the side angle, see if there's any sort of lift.
No, maybe it was something else. I almost thought that the press was so fast she might have beat the command, but the center ref gave it good, so
Yeah.
she can't have.
That's exactly what I thought as well.
Now into the third round, Femke Plug, 95 kilos. This to equal her personal best. No. Good try. Rosa Remo Sabadell from Spain is up next, 105 kilos on the bar. New PB if she gets it.
What a fighter.
No, you just so wanted her to lock that out given all that effort, but it is a no lift.
She got so incredibly close to locking it out. Really thought at the end there she was going to get it done.
Verdiana Mineo, Italy next, 107.5 kilos.
Two to one, a good lift. Gets a depth call from the left-hand side referee. Look at that in the replay. It'll be her left elbow we're looking at.
Touch and go. Leah Schreiner, 112.5 kilos. And the Germans are sticking together. They're both going 112.5 for their third round attempts. Looks good.
3 by lights, a good lift. And those kilos may come in handy later, especially with Gronlund missing her second squat. Bench, sorry.
James, 112.5 also. Well, it seems like 5 minutes ago we were starting this bench press and we are only 5 lifters from the end of it. Well, the clock ticks down towards 10 seconds. And with 6 seconds to go, she gets the start command. No, it's not going anywhere, I'm afraid. And this is Gronlund. Now she missed 115 second time, and it actually appeared to be just too heavy. I mean, it could have been technique thing that will be easily rectified, but her initial reaction was it was just the weight.
Yeah, and if on any lift it's the case that it looks like weight and it can come back on the third attempt, it is bench. But as you said, Martin, it did just look a little bit heavy, and we hope that we're wrong.
Let's wish it well. Same again.
Yeah, I think it was just a bit too much today, unfortunately. The international platform is a different gravy.
So our prognosis comes down to 525. And this is Ludmila Bichok, and she's taking 117.5. A really good battle to get the 115 up. She's taken the minimum increment, chasing the extra 2.5 kilos that could be vital. The question is, was she right at her limit in the second round, or can she find 2.5 kilos more? No, she was indeed at her limit in the second round, and she finishes with a best of 115. Now Agnes Rudin, 120 kilos on the bar. This pushes her prognosis to within 5 kilos of overall bronze. Long way to go, I know. Great lift.
And just 1 kilo below her PB. 2 to 1, a good lift.
One referee didn't like it for elbow depth. Well, that's not what the fail was for. I'm looking at the jury and there's no real action. So the final bench press of the group, Mira Lahtinen, Finland, 127.5 kilos. This is a big number. This is for a 2.5 kilo personal best, and this is to put her to the outer fringes of a total medal as well. So it's a big lift. She's already got bench gold, looking for more. No.
She was
Brave try.
very close to breaking through, but just not strong enough today, unfortunately.
And that concludes the 76 kilo A group bench. And just to confirm where we are on the bench, Lahtinen leads with 122.5, having missed that last attempt. Rudin is second with 120. Neza from the B group gets the bronze, just ahead of Bichok on body weight. And now it's time to move over to the 120 A group bench press.
And kicking us off, we have Jens Petter Smallbro from Denmark, 170 kilos, 15 kilos below his personal best. We do have the record holder here, but he's not competing. He's in the crowd watching today, Jonah Weindijk, Germany. But of course, Tony Cliff is here, who has a monstrous bench on him. For now, Jens Petter Smallbro, 170 kilos for his opening attempt. And that was extremely easy. And a good lift.
172.5 for the first attempt of EPC.
And of course, now that you've given away that Tony Cliff is a Masters 1, the Masters 1 world record is 240 kilos.
Which is 10 kilos above his opener. But right now we have Inderaj Singh Dhillon, 172.5 kilos. I think it would have been given away when the M1 record flashed up on the screen. Anyway, this is 10 kilos below Indy's PB. He's looking really strong today. A little bit scrappy, but he gets it up. And 3 white lights, a good lift. Christoph Bentz Budai now from Hungary, 190 kilos for his opening bench. 12.5 below his personal best. and including all 3 lifts on the B group earlier, this already propels him into 4th overall on bench, should he even just make his opener, with 6 lifters to follow. Wow, extremely easy opener for Christoph, and a good lift.
207.5 for the first attempt of Mateusz. The bar is low.
Now Mateusz Grzyszczyk from Poland, 207.5 kilos. Tiny bit of work there, but still looks good, and it is.
Same way
3
for-
white lights.
Sorry, 207.5, yeah. For Olivier Verval, bar is loaded.
Olivier Verval now from Belgium, 207.5 kilos for his opening bench. If it's anything like his opening squat, I'm sure it will be very fast. Yeah, and as suspected, a really easy opener there for Olivier, and a good lift.
210 for Vasquez Carrillo Victor. Bar is loaded.
And now the winner of squat gold, Victor Vasquez Carrillo from Spain, 210 kilos, opening just 5 kilos below his bench press PB. And currently in prognosis only 5 kilos behind Tony Cliff, but of course, as we know, Tony has a big bench on him and can potentially build some ground here. And they have a very similar deadlift. And that looked really comfortable. 3 white lights, a good lift.
3 white lights. 210 for the SQ. Melchishon and 54. The bar is loaded.
210 kilos for Brekski Karali. 15 kilos below his best bench.
Nice easy opener.
And a good lift, 3 white lights. Adopting a sinking technique there. You see very often in the slightly bigger weight classes. Our penultimate lifter already now, Taras Melinchuk from Ukraine, 225 kilos, opening just 2.5 kilos below his personal best. He's still a junior in his last year of being a junior this year. And 3 white lights, a good lift. Our final opener now belongs to Tony Cliff from Great Britain, 230 kilos. Has a PB of 250, an excellent bencher. And this is where he can really make up some ground that he potentially lost on squat. Oh, and that's lovely.
Very strong 3 wide lights.
And with that, everybody managed to get an opener in, and we move through to seconds. Tony Cliff leading with 230, Melanchuk just behind with 225, and Pola from the B group hanging on in there with 212.5 for the time being. Indiraj Singh Dillon now from Great Britain, 177.5 kilos. He's chosen to take a 5 kilo jump from his opener and leaving him just 5 kilos from his personal best.
Thought that through well.
3 white lights, a good lift. I feel like he might have clipped the rack just at the top there for look, but nonetheless, 3 whites, can't get better than that. Yeah, just clipped the rack, I think. Jens Petter Smallbro from Denmark, 180 kilos, a 10 kilo jump, leaving him 5 kilos below his personal best.
Good lift.
3 white lights, a good lift. Christoph Benz Budai now from Hungary, 202.5 kilos to match his personal best, jumping 12.5 from his opener.
Looks good.
3 white lights, a good lift. Now Mateusz from Poland, 212.5 kilos, a 5 kilo jump from his opener. And this moves him into bench press bronze for the time being, of course, with 5 lifters to follow and just being in the second round. This will overtake Pola from the B group. Oh, and actually had some trouble there.
Not quite.
Let's have a look at that again, because it seemed to be going so well until it wasn't. He just shifted to the left a little bit, it seems.
just slowed down dramatically and then wasn't going anywhere.
215 kilos for Olivia Vaval. 7.5 kilo jump.
It's a great bench.
3 white lights, and that moves him into bronze for the time being, with 3 lifts remaining. The bar is loaded for Victor Vasquez Carrillo from Spain. 217.5 kilos. 7.5 kilo jump for a new PB. And now to move him into bronze for the time being. I'm sure this will jump around significantly until final attempts.
Oh, that looks strong.
3 white lights, a good lift. Shilad Burekshki Karali, 220 kilos, a 10 kilo jump to move him into bronze position on bench press. This will be ahead of Vasquez Carrillo, who we just saw. Ooh, yeah, just halfway up there, dipped, and as soon as that happened, just started to come back down.
Yep.
Perhaps just seems a bit heavy. So unfortunately, it's a no lift. I think he gets a lot of the momentum from pushing out from that position in his chest, and he just lost that halfway up.
Bar just slowed down very, very quickly.
230 kilos for Taras Malinchuk from Ukraine, a 5 kilo jump to put him into bench press gold for the time being from silver. It'll be a 2.5 kilo PB. Very strong looking junior here. And it looks good. And it is 3 white lights. Now to take bench press gold back of Melinchuk, but also gain 10 extra kilos in his total. Tony Cliff from Great Britain jumps 10 to 240, leaving him just 10 kilos shy of his personal best on his second attempt. Solid looking second attempt. And a good lift.
That puts him on 570 at subtotal, 12.5 kilos ahead of the Spaniard.
We see Tony leading here into the third round. Melinchuk following just 10 kilos behind, and Vasquez Carrillo in a bronze currently. Vaval not so far off. Head into third attempts. on bench press, and Indy is coming out for 180 kilos, a 2.5 kilo jump from his second. Executed that brilliantly.
That was better than the second. Of course, he just clipped the rack on the second. That was clean.
Yeah, good lift, 3 white lights. Gets an extra couple kilos, but we know he makes big jumps in deadlift, and we know he has a big deadlift.
Yeah, he's 55 kilos off the lead on subtotal, but after one deadlift, he'll be a lot closer.
Jens Petter Smallbro from Denmark takes 187.5 kilos for a new personal best. Just a bit too much today, unfortunately. So no lift. Christoph Benz Budai now 207.5 kilos, a 5 kilo jump for a new personal best. Wow, I think the easiest third attempt we've seen all week. 3 white lights, a good lift, and I forgot we were watching third attempts for a second there.
Can we just check the bar?
Now Mateusz Grzesiek from Poland coming out to retake 212.5. Just missed it on his second. No, can't get through that sticking point. The same place as last time. .220 kilos for Olivier Verval from Belgium. 5 kilo jump to match his personal best, and this will take him into bench press bronze for the time being. There are 3 lifters taking this weight, and he is not the lightest to do so.
No, he's over 119 kilos.
That is a great third attempt. Clips the rack slightly, but doesn't bother him. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into bronze.
Having said that, he's lighter than Vasquez Carrillo. He was 119.31.
8-1, I believe.
8-1.
So you're absolutely right. Victor Vasquez Carrillo is taking 220, a 2.5 kilo jump. And this won't get him a bench medal, but I think he's looking for the big picture now. He's trying to chase Tony, so these extra couple kilos could be really vital when we head to deadlifts. This is more than he's ever benched before. It's a big ask. but there it could be a big reward for it.
Oh, what a great bench press.
One excellent job there. 3 white lights, a good lift.
And he pumps his chest with his fist and says, I'm in this game.
Yeah, that puts him in a fantastic position heading into deadlifts. And his deadlift opener is 335, so he's a great position. Szilard Berecki Kirali now from Hungary missed 220 on his second, attempting it now on his third. He's the lightest of the lifters to take it, so this will take him into bench press bronze should he make it.
Wow.
Like a completely different lift. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into bench press bronze.
I don't think I was expecting that.
No, because it did look like strength on the second. But as we said before, if that happens in any lift, usually it's bench press where it can be turned around.
He just ran out of speed the second time, and he didn't that time.
Our penultimate bench out now has silver, that won't be taken away, and not shooting for gold. Taras Melenchuk from Ukraine, our junior lifter, jumps 2.5 kilos to 232.5 for a new personal best.
Oh, great lift.
And 3 white lights, a good lift. Your bench silver medalist.
Coach and lifter happy with that?
We have 1 bench press remaining, and is for a world M1 record. Tony Cliff of Great Britain, 245 kilos. A 5 kilo jump from his second. It's a weight that he's done before. But he can snatch a record with this one. But more importantly, those 5 extra kilos for his total heading into deadlifts. Oh, he's so close, but
Not today, I'm afraid.
just can't do it. But still walks away with bench press gold with 240 kilos and heading into deadlifts with a 10 kilo lead ahead of Vasquez Carrillo.
Promises to be a wonderful battle coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. And very quickly here, Berecki Kirali from Hungary walks away on body weight with bench press bronze. With silver, we have Melnichuk from Ukraine with 232.5. And in bench press gold, we have Cliff from Great Britain. We head into a 10-minute break now, but we come back for the deadlifts of the 76 and 120 classes, and I promise you it will be good. So stick around and we'll see you then.
Yeah, bye for now. Welcome back to the 2024 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships here in Velika Gorica. If you've been with us earlier, I'm sure you will have been. You'll have seen fantastic competitions in the women's 76 and men's under 120A groups. We've now reached the deadlift, and Amelia, everything is about to come to a conclusion.
Yeah, it's really close in the 76s, and 2 of the 4 contenders have changed their opening deadlifts as well, so really pushing each other here.
Yeah, let's just get the first round of deadlifts out of the way, and then we'll have a clearer picture of where things stand in terms of who might be the overall champion. First out is Verdiana Mineo from Italy, and she's opening on 180 kilos. Everyone is kind of close to everyone else here. I think that's good.
Yeah, it was a bit more of a tricky opening than you'd like.
She gets a blue from the far side referee.
Let's have a look at that from the angle she gets a blue from here.
I don't think it went down, which I presume is what the blue is for, just stop. But this is Mara Hames from Germany, 185 kilos. She's having a really good day. She had to really work for that as well.
Yeah, a bit shaky on the way up there, and 2-1.
Gets a blue from the near side referee, this time near side to us, that is. But it's good, 2-1. And Agnes Rudin, Sweden, 190. Dare I say, expect to see an easier deadlift this time than the last couple?
We would definitely hope so. And
Great
she
deadlift.
delivers.
3 wide lights. Same weight for Ludmila Bichok, Ukraine, 190 kilos. Well, the clock ticks down towards 40 seconds as Ludmila comes out to the platform, coached by Tetiana Melnik, the EPF General Secretary, or is it Secretary General? I can never remember. It's good, but that seemed quite hard work as well. Maybe it's just the technique. Next up, that was 3 wide lights, by the way. Mira Lahtinen from Finland is next. Winner of gold in bench press.
Bit of a wobble at the top, but it's a good lift.
3 wide lights. Now Rosa Erimo Sabadell, Spain, 195 kilos. I looked away for a moment and I missed it. Great deadlift.
Yeah, 3 white lights. That's exactly how you want your opener to look. You have places to grow in your second and your third. Cure your total, nice and easy.
Now, Femke Plug, first out on the bench press, almost last out on the deadlift. 202.5. That's a great deadlift opener. 3 white lights. Leah Schreiner from Germany comes out to take 210 kilos. Wow. How easy was that?
3 white lights, a good lift.
And last in the first round, Ellen Gronlund. And after this, we'll have a better position, better look at the relative positions. Oh, it's a great deadlift as well.
3 white lights, a good lift, and everybody has secured themselves a total.
And I can tell you that Grunland leads in total with 525. Schreiner is second, only 5 kilos behind on 520. Rudin is third, 510 kilos. And there you see the deadlifts. Leaders both in 210. And Petrosevics from the morning flight currently in third place. And this is Verdiana Mineo. She's gone up 7.5 kilos to 187.5. Oh, it's a huge effort. What do the referees make of it? No. Oh, said either hitching on the thighs or downward movement.
Yeah, I was thinking on her opener, she had to have incredible patience to pull it off the floor, and it's strange to see when the weight is light.
It actually went down just a moment ago.
Yeah.
So Maria James, 190 kilos. This puts her to 4th place in total from 5th. That was good, but it took an awful lot of effort for a second round attempt. Everyone else is over 200. First up is Bichok with 200 kilos. This will take her from 6th to 4th.
Yeah, she's been pushed down a little bit by Lahtinen from Finland.
Now she had to really work with the 190. What will she do with the extra 10 kilos? Look, the same lift. Didn't slow her down.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Agnes Ruden has jumped up 15 kilos from 190 to 205, and this will put her in the lead in total, with, of course, several lifters to follow. Swedish coach implores the crowd for as much noise as possible. Oh, it's a lot slower to the lockout, but it's still a good lift. You'd have to expect it to be slower with an extra 15 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, she is really pushing herself there. Obviously that pulled her into 3rd place overall for the time being, as well as into 3rd place for deadlift for the time being. But they're going to be pushing each other now.
Lahtinen is next. She's jumped 12.5 kilos to 205. This will put her from 6th to 4th in total, 10th to 4th in deadlift. And 3 white lights for Lahtinen.
210 for Sabadell. Eyes loaded.
Now Rosa Eremos Sabadell, Spain, 210 kilos. This will put her into 3rd place in deadlift. Just a little bit back to contend for the overall podium. Great finish.
Yeah, 15 kilos barely slowed her down. 3 white lights, a good lift. And a really lovely deadlift on her.
210 as well for Femke.
Femke Plug going 210 for a 3.5 kilo PB.
This takes her into deadlift silver for the time being, with Schreiner and Grönlund to follow.
Oh, she was patient. She got a reward. 3 white lights. And the last 2 are both taking 2 to 2.5. Schreiner is the lighter. So this will move her to 1st place in total. Also leave her leading deadlift.
Her opener looked really nice. She is hyped up and ready to go. She knows what this means to get these extra 12.5 kilos.
Oh, that's a fantastic lift.
That's a good lift. Stays in deadlift gold and moves into that 1st position overall.
But she won't hang on to that 1st position. If Grönlund makes this, that's in total. This is to move into silver medal place in deadlift and into the lead in total with 1 round to go. This will give her 537.5 and a 5 kilo lead over Schreiner going into the last round. wow. Oh no!
Oh, what an upset.
Oh, I thought she had it.
And that really puts a spanner in the works
That
there.
could change everything.
Well, with the lead that she did have, she might lose that. Currently sitting on 525. Schreiner's on 532.5 and has gone up 7.5 for her final deadlift.
And she's now in third place. She's behind Rudin as well on body weight, both on 525, both 7.5 kilos behind Schreiner. And we go into the first round, third round, and it's first out Verdiana Mineo, Italy, 187.5. She got blues last time. Can she just make it a bit snappier? No. I actually thought when she was testing the bar that she'd actually started the lift, but she hadn't. My apologies to her. Maria James, my apologies. 192.5, just outside the rankings in both deadlift and total. And this would put her to a 505 total, within 5 kilos of her personal best. No, just too much. Now Agnes Rudin has a chance of the title. She's lying second in total. This jump of 7.5 kilos will give her the lead on body weight, with Schreiner, who is in the lead, still to take a lift. The Swedes are gambling that Rudin can do this and that Schreiner can do no more.
Come on, Agnes, you can do this.
This will be a new PB by 2.5 kilos.
She is fighting, but I'm worried about those legs.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's there. Brave attempt. She get. Well, it is. It is.
No, yeah, that is. Well, I'll hold my tongue. 2 white lights.
Wow.
And
the
the
jury
jury's
has
overruled.
Oh, I would have hated to have called it no lift, and it was. But yeah, the jury is overruled.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of hitching, unfortunately, but you know, what an effort on her part to even lock that out.
Gave everything.
So we have an attempt change. Good work greatly by Agnes.
And she could still well end up on the podium overall, currently sitting in third.
Lautinen has put in an attempt change. So next up is Bichok, 212.5. Well, it's to go into silver medal in deadlift, but can she possibly do that? It's only half a kilo over her PB. She's been here before, but is she in that form today?
Wow, what a fantastic
She's
effort.
locked it out. And the referees say no. Blues. And the coach looks at the replay before deciding whether to go to the jury. And decides. Well, she's looking at them, and yes, she's going. So Mira Lautinen, 215 kilos. She's just off the podium, but this is to put her into silver medal position in deadlift. Lifters to follow. Change. And it's plug, and she's gone to 215 kilos. And this is to consolidate her silver medal deadlift position. She really had to be patient to get the 210 moving. Can she break the floor with the extra 5 kilos?
This one's for you. Until the end, come on.
Oh, wow.
What an effort!
Incredible patience, but just stuck at her knees.
Wow. If you could give a white light for effort, you'd give it every time.
Yeah, an amazing job just to hold on to that weight for that long.
And then there were 3. Rosa Elremos Sabadell going 217.5. This to move into silver medal position in deadlift, with only one who can take it away from her. This would guarantee her a deadlift medal. It may be silver, it may be bronze. Can she be the first in the 3rd round of this flight to make a good lift?
The 7.5 kilo jump. She's done it before. Her PB is 225.5. Her second looked good.
This to guarantee a deadlift medal. Oh, that's good. That's a great lift. Is that the first white lights we see in this round? Yes, it is. 2 lifts to go.
Very soon we'll find out who walks away European champion.
Well, this is Gronlund 222.5, and this is to move to the top of the podium. Silver in deadlift, she doesn't care about that. She wants to be the European champion. And this will put her into gold medal position with only 1 lifter to follow. But only 1 lifter has got a good lift in this 3rd round, and Gronlund missed it last time. She got it nearly to the top, and then it went out of her hands.
If she misses again, Schreiner will be the European champion.
Let's make some noise for Ellen.
No, same thing again. Oh, she virtually had it and couldn't hold on to it. What a shame.
That is a real shame. You never want to see anybody miss out because of grip, but that does mean there's 1 deadlift left and it belongs to the new European champion.
And deadlift gold medalist. All this can do is improve her position yet further. This is the lap of honor for Lea Schreiner, Germany. 230 kilos on the bar for a 5 kilo PB in deadlift. For a 7.5 kilo PB in total, she is already the European champion. It's going, it's going, it's going!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, she's managed to lock it out! How did she do that? Ah, but it's blues. Rather thought there might be. She's saying to the coach, go to the jury, go on. And the coach says, no, you've won everything. Let's leave it there.
Yeah, still European champion, and what a day she's had.
What a fabulous competition. the 76s have given us. And just to summarize, this is the deadlifts. Schreiner takes gold, 222.5. Sabadell, well, let's go to the more important one. Schreiner is the European champion, 532.5. Ruden takes a brilliant silver on body weight with 525 from Gronlund. And if that wasn't exciting enough, it just builds and builds, because now we get ready for the men's under 120 A group deadlifts.
And as Martin said, if you thought that was exciting, stick around, because this promises to be just as exciting. We know we're going to see some big weights moved here in the A flight of the 120s, with the current world record holder in the flight. Will he extend it today? You won't have to wait long to find out. First up, Mateusz Grzesiek from Poland, 230 kilos. And the clock ticks down, but Mateusz doesn't seem... There he is. The tunnel can hide them so well.
I wonder, is he injured when he's opening on 230?
Yes, 127.5 kilos below his personal best. And it looks like it as well.
I suspect that may be the last we see of him today.
Perhaps sometimes we do see lifters come out and just build it slightly, but only time will tell. We now have Szilard Bereshki Karali from Hungary, opening on 290 kilos. 25 kilos below his personal best. And it seems Grzesiek has jumped from 230 to 335.
Wow. I'm wondering if they meant to put in 330 rather than 230. I've never seen that before.
I think that is the biggest jump I've ever seen in IPF history. 105 kilos jump from his first to his second, but maybe he just wanted to sneak up from behind there.
I've heard of getting one on the board, but that's ridiculous.
We now have Jens Petter Smallbro from Denmark, 310 kilos, 35 kilos below his best. It's a very interesting setup. 3 white lights, a good lift. Starts on the ground, works up from there.
So last place lower is over by 10 kilos, so he will have a 887.5 kilo total.
Christoph Benz Budai from Hungary, 315 kilos for his opening attempt, and to secure his total. This is 15 kilos below his personal best. Having a good day so far, walking away with a squat medal. Nice smooth looking opener and a good lift.
320 for Taras Melnichuk. The bar is loaded.
Now have Taras Melenchuk from Ukraine, and he's currently on prognosis sat in third. Having a really great day. Budai just slightly behind him by 2.5 kilos. 320, just 10.5 below his deadlift PB. It's a good lift.
Yeah, nice opener, 3 white lights.
Yeah, and of course, as we've mentioned, he's still a junior, so really excited to see what he brings in the years to come as well. Olivier Varval from Belgium, opening on 320 kilos. Three white lights, a good lift.
327.5 for Vasquez.
Three openers remaining. First of which, Victor Vasquez Carrillo of Spain, 327.5 kilos. He's been having a phenomenal day so far.
Yeah, these are the big 3, I think, today.
It's 12.5 kilos below his best ever deadlift.
I think he might be going past that today.
Yeah, I suspect to see that even on his second. Three white lights, a good lift.
330 kilos now for Tony Cliff. Bar is loaded.
Two deadlift openers remaining, both from the GBR lifters. 330 kilos for Tony Cliff.
That looked really easy.
Yeah, super comfortable for Tony.
As
Three
you
white
would
lights.
expect that weight.
350 for DPC. Bar is loaded.
And our heaviest opener of the flight, and of course it belongs to the world record holder, Inderaj Singh Dillon from Great Britain, 350 kilos. And his deadlift PB is exactly that, the world record, 395.5 kilos.
Still only good enough for second for the time being. Oh, he picked that up like it was an empty bar, and that is 350 kilos.
Yeah, well, when you know we can do at least 40 kilos more than that, I don't think he's going to be in silver place for too much longer in deadlift.
You're just not used to seeing people lifting up 350 kilos with such complete ease.
And as we head into the second round of deadlifts, Broughton Lilmore still holding on to deadlift gold for a very short amount longer, I imagine. Inderaj Singh Dillon in silver in deadlift, and Struber from Belgium hanging on to bronze for the time being. And as you can see, the totals as they stand heading into second attempt deadlifts. Cliff is leading with 900 kilos. Vasquez Carrillo just behind with 887.5. Melnchuk from Ukraine with 877.5. And just behind him with 865, Inderaj Singh Dillon from Great Britain. As we just saw, he's going to add a lot of kilos every jump he makes. We now have Szilard Bereshki Kirali from Hungary, 302.5 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump from his opener. I think he's having a bit of trouble at lockout there today.
Certainly is.
Yeah, and as suspected, just couldn't finish that lockout. Has a third attempt. If only he can just finish that lockout.
The second out is on 330.
Yeah, it just shows the standard of the flight. And a contender for podium overall. We have Taras Melnichuk from Ukraine jumping 10 kilos to 330, just half a kilo below his PB, and I imagine a Ukrainian at deadlift record. Of course, all the other contenders do come out after him for deadlift, so he's just going to have to do what he can to build a big total.
That's a great deadlift again.
Yeah, really great effort there. 3 white lights, a good lift. I can tell you, Indy's jumped 25 kilos to 375, and getting that would put him straight into third, ahead of Melnichuk. Jens Petter Smolbro from Denmark jumping 20 kilos to 330 for his second attempt. That is a good lift, 3 white lights.
332.5 for the second attempt of Christoph. Trying to secure 875 kilo total, good enough for the fourth place. Of course, we're waiting for the English to come.
We now have Christoph Benz Budai from Hungary, 332.5 kilos, 17.5 kilo jump. This will be a personal best should he get this, more than he's ever lifted before. Take him into 4th overall for the time being.
Nice and strong.
He's looking strong.
3 wide lights.
Plenty left in the tank to go for his third there. 17.5 kilos didn't seem to slow him down too much whatsoever.
Here we go with the biggest jump in history.
Yeah. So we have Mateusz Grzesik from Poland jumping 105 kilos. Yep, 105 kilos from 230 to 335. Now I worry that is a big jump, even if the 230 was easy. And it's a lot harder, but it is 105 kilos more, so you would expect
Yeah,
that.
you'd expect it to be slightly harder, but no lockout.
Yeah,
Say
unfortunately.
both the sides.
And if that was tactical instead of a mistake, then you could have just lost 105 kilos in your total, which is a big oopsie. We now move on to Olivier Vaval from Belgium, jumping 20 kilos to 340, just 2.5 kilos below his personal best. This takes him to deadlift bronze for the time being, with 3 lifters to follow. A bit of trouble there.
No.
Ooh.
Couldn't lock it out.
Yeah, and it's very hard to come back from that, especially if it's a strength issue, and it looked like it was. Conventional, it's very typical for that, fast off the floor and gets harder and harder towards lockout as it gets heavier.
This is a 347.5.
Now it's really close at the top between Tony and Victor. As you're about to see, Victor Vasquez Carrillo of Spain is jumping 20 kilos to 347.5, pulls him into deadlift bronze for the time being from 9th, but more importantly from bronze overall into gold overall with Cliff to follow. This is 7.5 kilos more than he's ever pulled in competition.
And he's never been over 900 total, and he will be if he makes this.
If he gets this, he'll really be pushing Tony to gather every kilo. Oh, and he does it with ease.
Fabulous.
Will this be the first time in a long time we see Tony Cliff sweat because someone is close behind him? 3 white lights, a good lift.
Already secured for the Spanish athlete. And now, 347.5 kilos. This is a European Master 1 recorded deadlift attempt. And the bar is loaded for TC.
We now have a European Masters 1 record attempt for Tony Cliff. 347.5 kilos, a 17.5 kilo jump. Pulls him back into deadlift. Bronze on body weight, but more importantly, back into gold overall, ahead of Vasquez Carrillo.
Oh, great deadlift.
Yeah, it looks really good. 3 white lights, a good lift, and now it's just going to be who can pull more in their final deadlift between him and Vasquez Carrillo.
But before that,
And we have our final second attempt now. The biggest deadlift so far in the competition. The biggest deadlift so far in the flight. A 25 kilo jump. This takes Indy to deadlift gold and into bronze overall. 375 kilos. 350 moved like air.
yeah, let's see how this moves. 375.
20.5 kilos below his world record, and it's moving like it. 3 white lights, a good lift, and I can't wait to see where he goes for that third attempt. But I have an idea. And that concludes our second round of deadlifts. And as we can see here, Inderaj Singh Dhillon leading by some way with 375 kilos in deadlift, followed by Broughton Lilmore in the B group currently, and Cliff from Great Britain with 347 in bronze. And as you can see, overall it's getting close between Cliff and Vasquez, separated by 10 kilos now, but that could change with any slip up. And Inderaj Dhillon Singh with 890 just behind them.
He's 27.5 kilos behind. I think if the top two make their third deadlifts, it might be too much.
Victor Vasquez Carrillo, Szilard, 2-1, a good lift.
Our apologies for talking over him. So much to talk about at this stage in a competition.
And I can tell you, Inderaj Singh Dhillon has put 400 kilos on for his third attempt, and I hope it stays on there. But we have many lifts to go before that. First of which, Taras Melnichuk from Ukraine, jumping 2.5 kilos to 332.5, 2 kilos above his deadlift PB. And this will put him back into bronze overall, of course, with Indy to follow with a mammoth pull. But this gives him a great chance of getting bronze overall if Indy misses his third.
2 kilos more than he's ever done before.
Wow, what incredible patience.
What a brilliant lift.
And it is rewarded. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Retaking the third place from Singh so far. Now 335, another 335 attempt for Mateusz.
He moves into bronze place once again for the time being. Mateusz Grzyczyk now from Poland, 335. After that mammoth 105 kilo jump, he missed his second. It's not always about getting to a weight. Sometimes it's about how you get there. And a 105 kilo jump is big for anyone, even if you're a 120. Retaking it now, 335 for his third and final attempt. He's had it in his hands now, so maybe can come back and get it here in his third. But it is a big ask, even if it is below his personal best. Oh, and he manages to lock it out.
Wow.
And it is a good lift.
3 white lights.
And I tell you, I bet he is so relieved after that. Imagine losing 100 kilos off of your total for that kind of either error or or choice. We now have Jens Petter Smalbro from Denmark, jumping 7.5 kilos to 337.5. And the clock is ticking down, but we are yet to see him.
I suspect he's doing the courteous thing and letting the minute run down to assist his competitors.
So just a quick look now. These are the standings on deadlift currently, but as I mentioned before, Singh Dillon from Great Britain has put 400 kilos in the bar. That will secure him bronze overall. Obviously deadlift gold, but a new phenomenal world record should he get that. And a quick look at the totals currently. Cliff leading ahead of Vasquez Carrillo by 10 kilos. And Melnichuk and Singh Dillon currently tied on 890. But Melnichuk is lighter. We now have Olivier Varval from Belgium. Missed 340 on his second. Is coming out for it now to retake it on his third and final pull. This will take him from 7th to 6th overall. Just lost it on lockout.
Exactly the same as the previous lift.
And just 4 lifts remaining, and they only get bigger and bigger as we go along. 350 now, and 3 lifts to still follow it. Just shows you the standard here today. And we're going to end, I imagine, on a 400 kilo pull, unless that changes. We have Christoph Benz-Badai from Hungary, 350 kilos. A huge jump, a 17.5 kilo jump in a Hail Mary to go into deadlift bronze for the time being, but also into bronze overall. This will be ahead of Melnichuk if he gets this, with Singh Dillon to follow. Oh, and he is getting it moving. Manages to lock it out.
Oh, the coach is jumping up and down, encouraging him.
2-1, a good lift. He gets a blue from the far side referee.
The ceiling lights are in danger from the coach.
What an incredible job there. He moves into 3rd overall, and only one lifter can take that from him now. Right now, he's not pushing for the gold medal overall. This is to protect silver. Victor Vasquez Carrillo, 352.5 kilos, more than he's ever pulled before. This will give him deadlift bronze. He's sat in silver overall currently.
What a performance from him today.
Just couldn't finish the lockout there, but he has had an incredible day nonetheless. Wow, and he still is sitting in silver, so doesn't lose that. And we have just 2 lifts remaining from the 2 British athletes. Seems that Inderaj Singh Dillon has dropped to 380. So maybe not stabbing at that 400 today, but still not a small deadlift. Not by any means. Tony Cliff now, your new European champion. This will take him into deadlift bronze. Already has the gold overall. 355 kilos for a 925 kilo total. Just struggling with the lockout there.
Did he lock it? Did he lock it?
No. Too difficult just there at the lockout, but he still walks away, your European champion. That can't be taken from him now. Wins by 10 kilos ahead of Vasquez Carrillo. And now we have one lift remaining.
And Singh has sacrificed an attempt at the world record to get on the podium ahead of the Hungarian. This will put him to third.
Yeah, as Martin said, this is for third overall. Already has deadlift gold, 380 kilos. Still not a small deadlift by any means. A 5 kilo jump from his second. The biggest deadlift of the competition, any weight class so far. He nods, he locks it out, and with ease pulls himself into the bronze medal overall. He wasn't letting that slip away, and although the 400 kilos, we didn't get to see the attempt of that today, I'm sure we will very soon.
The 400 kilos can wait for another day. The podium was only available today, and that is what he chose.
And we can see here in deadlift gold with a whopping 380 kilos, Inderaj Singh Dhillon of Great Britain. In silver, Anders Broughton Lilmo from the B group with 357.5 kilos. And in bronze, Christoph Benz Budai from Hungary with 350 kilos. And overall, your European champion is Tony Cliff from Great Britain. In silver, with a great performance, Victor Vasquez Carrillo with 907.5. And with that huge final pull, Inderaj Singh Dhillon sits in bronze with 895 ahead of Christoph Benz Budai. And what a fantastic afternoon of lifting we've had. Please do stick around for the medal ceremony, which we'll go straight through to. And we'll catch you tomorrow morning for the lifting. We have the 84 plus women and the 120 plus men. We'll catch you then.
Should be wonderful. See you then.
The silver medal goes to Germany with 2:02.5 best attempt, Alex Park. The gold medal is awarded with 205 kilo best attempt from Finland, Ellen Onu. Very